Hey, morning, folks. This is Captain Q with June the Fat. I am just popping on here to see if I'm going live on Facebook because I've been having issues, and it looks like I am. So that's good. Uh, that's all I wanted to test. But today's Sunday, and I'm not very like religious, but I'm starting to get more faithful, more spiritual, and I just think if you can. And if you're able, try to observe the Sabbath and rest because I think, rest, relaxation, reflection is very just as important, if not more important than productivity and stuff like that. So I just wanted to pop on here, say hi to all you guys, make sure I'm going live on Facebook. We were having problems and just, you know, talk to you guys a little bit. Happy Sunday. See how you're doing. I got to flip my calendar. It's March 1st. It's first of the March. Spring's coming here pretty soon. And, you know, I just hope all you guys are doing well. You guys are hanging out. Uh, I got YouTube TV and I put it on for Mia, our dog, when I ran to get an energy drink. The Ghost has a new flavor. I'm not sponsored by Ghost, but they're good. I like them. And I found this movie with Christopher Walken and Sean Penn, very, very old movie. And, it's pretty cool. But I'll probably sit outside and read because it's very nice out here in Florida. And we'll go outside. I'll probably read. Uh, I listen to the Hallow app, so I'll listen to my daily men's devotional, and then it's Lent, so there has a they call them like a challenge, but a session or a collection for Lent. And I've been learning about that a little bit more. That, like, a lot of people think Lent is just like, oh, give up a food or stop drinking or give up Facebook, but it's like it's a little bit more than that. It's like the one. It was actually Chris Pratt and Mark Wahlberg on Friday. We're talking about it's also giving up judgment, giving up uh, condemnation of things and people like. And Marcus Aurelius talks about these things in the world. They're not there to be judged by you. You could just move on with your day. You don't have to sit there and pass judgment on this or that. And I thought that was pretty cool. Like, because that's everybody thinks that Lent is like giving up something or that is a vice and it's part that, but it's also giving up the judgment, giving up the just being kind, like it's also adding stuff, it's giving up the judgment, but adding compassion and kindness, being more Christ like as you can. We're all imperfect beings, or we're not that we're imperfect beings, we're all made in the image of God. So we are perfect beings, but we're sinners, you know. We engage in sin, and it's just acknowledging that and trying to atone. And that's what the Sabbath is the day of rest. It's the day of reflection. How can I, navigate the world, especially as crazy as it's getting now with, Iran and, you know, that's what we were just talking yesterday that like the Nancy Guthrie case is on the back burner now. The Epstein files are on the back burner. It's all Iran, Iran, Iran. And I posted on the Facebook the other day that 65% of Congress, both the House and Senate, so total Congress, 65% received funding from APAC, which is the American Israeli Public Committee and other things. So take that, information however you will. But so it's good to, especially with the world getting crazier and faster, I think it's important, very important to slow down and rest. And that's, Sunday. If you go to a church, I haven't found a church. If that's what you guys are, I haven't found one yet, but it's just sitting in peace and quiet for a little bit watching the birds, watching what God has made for us, really. The trees, the birds, the nature, even our dog Mia, I'll watch her play around for a while, just enjoying the time, the present, being in the here and now. And, that's all I wanted to say. Just be positive, like I just watched Bill and Ted's Excellent and Bogus Adventure. Just be excellent to one another, isn't that what I think that's, you know, and that's, and then I saw Pete Holmes thing that he's like, I don't think when I'm at in the airport or wherever and somebody, the flight attendant's giving me my Sprite, I don't think that's, oh, look, flight, is- sorry, this flight attendant is giving me a drink. I think that's me giving me a Sprite. Like, you know, try to see, I think, try to see yourself in others and you'll treat others, you know, more kindly, the golden rule, treat others how you'd like to be treated. So, but it's like it's a discipline. It's almost like you have to think, takes time, like, man, oh, that really person was really rude. Well, maybe it's me having, a rough day, or maybe I woke up late, just putting yourself in other people's shoes, but really they're your shoes, like you've had days like that. Like I mean, that's even with Marcus Aurelius. Like when you see faults in others, you think, when have I had that fault? Because you have. Nobody's perfect, like we're all sinners. So just try to be nice, be kind, and be in the present. But I will see you guys on Wednesday for our new show. We had it on Saturdays, but now schedules change and stuff like that, as life does. So we're on Wednesdays at 8, same places, same time, different day. And we may, depending on our schedules, we may continue to have a show on Saturdays, if we all link up, or if there's something good to talk about, which is always, I mean, as the world is no shortage of news stories and comedic material. But all you guys have a blessed Sunday and relax, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good day.
Well, then you won't, then you rant, and I'll go. I'm gonna say it to you. These 3 little words, and they mean that we are through.